Emma. And today I want to talk about 4 zero waste swaps that are easy and affordable, and I suggest you try. I've been going zero waste since about 2017, and like a lot of people new to zero waste, at first I thought that zero waste required buying a lot of new things, required swapping out all the old plastic that you used to use. Thought it required like all of this work, but really it requires very little work and it can be extremely affordable. So here are 4 things that I like to use that are zero waste. Glass jars. Glass jars are great. They're wonderful in a couple of aspects. One is that we can swap out products that we used to buy in plastic for products that we buy in glass jars. So for instance, when you're picking a jam or a jelly, or you're picking a pasta sauce or something like that, try to choose one in a glass jar instead of one in plastic. Same with bottled drinks or juices. Try to avoid the plastic bottled juices and go for ones in glass. But another great way to reuse your glass jars is to simply wash them out and use them for storage. Some people, say you have to go out and buy like beautiful mason jars. Some people say you have to get fancy containers. You don't. All you need to do is wash out the glass jars that you buy items in and reuse them. They can look really cute and pretty, like this one. This is a particular jam company that I like. So when we buy jam, we buy it in this glass jar with a metal lid, and then we reuse the glass jar, and it's super cute. Stack all these up and they look super aesthetic and nice. But we also just use glass jars from anything. Sometimes I don't even bother to take the labels out. I use glass jars to store food items instead of Tupperware. Instead of plastic wrap, I use glass jars. I use glass jars as kind of like keep cups. If I want to go get a coffee, or if I want to bring coffee out, I'll use a glass jar. Can you hear Martin? He's yelling. Martin! Also, these are great they're lightweight, they're easy to carry around, so they're great if you want to get a coffee on the go, but they're also great if you have leftovers from a restaurant. Just stuff them in a glass jar, they can go right in the fridge, and they're good for storage. So glass jars also can be used for a variety of other things around the household. If you're making some of your own products, if you're making your own shampoo or liquid soap, or if you're making your own toothpaste or anything like that, various sizes of glass jars are key for the low-cost, zero-waste lifestyle. Another zero waste swap I want to talk about is a cup to go. So another item, sometimes I use a glass jar to go get coffee in, but sometimes I will use an insulated cup. I don't use a water bottle. I don't like any kind of cup with like a very narrow mouth. So I like a nice wide mouthed cup. I use this for water, I use it for coffee, I use it for soup, I use it for oatmeal, I use it to take home leftovers. This is a great one, and it's especially good to have an insulated one if you want to keep things hot or if you want to keep things cold. This particular one I found at work. Someone left it, we washed it out, and I got this very heavy duty Yeti style, I don't think it's actually a Yeti, but Yeti style insulated cup, free from the lost and found bin at work. Another really good low cost place to get these is thrift stores. There's tons of these in almost every thrift store, so it's very easy to go to a thrift store and get one of these for just a few dollars, and then you can use it for a variety of means. So I definitely suggest getting an insulated cup, either for coffee, leftovers, or water. Another low-cost, zero-waste swap that I really love is these walnut shell scour pads. I use them like sponges. So I don't like to use a cloth because I'm not a very good dish doer, and I like to leave the dishes in the sink. So sometimes if I have a dish cloth, it gets stinky or smelly, or it's wet, or it gets a little like slimy or whatever. So I don't like to use one of those, which is a great zero waste swap. But what I do like to use is these walnut scrubbers. They're made from walnut shells. They're compostable. They come in a recyclable cardboard tube. I get them from Mighty Nest, which is a website that has a lot of zero waste, low impact, and sustainable items. These last me a long time. They probably last me like at least a month, if not more. When I do the dishes, just always try to clean them off and dry them when you're done doing your dishes. And they're great. They're scrubby. They get rid of everything. They come in a 3-pack. They're about $4 for a 3-pack, so they're a little bit over $1 each, but they last me a long time. And then when I'm done with them, I put them in the compost pile. Because they're nutshells, they do take a little while to compost, so sometimes it takes a couple of months for them to fully decompose, but it's, you know, pretty easy to just push them back into the compost pile. I've seen these at various health food stores, and you can actually contact Full Circle. They're made by Full Circle, and you can buy direct from Full Circle, which their manufacturers are in New York. So if you're local to New York, they're also fairly local, which is cool. If you're having trouble with any zero waste cleaning swaps, these would be great for dishes. That's what I use them for, but they are also good for cleaning floors and countertops, tubs. Once they're done with the dishes and they're a little bit ratty, I'll move them over to the bathroom and use them to clean the tub and clean the sink. Definitely highly recommend these Walnut Scrubbers as a zero waste sponge alternative. The last zero waste, low cost item that I'd like to talk about today is reusable cloth masks. So obviously we're all having to wear masks now, and disposable masks are becoming a huge problem for waste. There are literally masks littering almost every corner of the globe. Disposable masks are being captured in fishing nets now. They're clogging up oceanways and waterways. And one way that we can help prevent that is by wearing reusable cloth masks. Reusable cloth masks are very affordable to make. My husband makes my masks. He sews on the sewing machine, so he makes these masks very easily. They take about 15 to 20 minutes to make, and you can buy fabric online. You can buy fabric in local stores like Joann's Fabric, or you can simply use something that you have in the house. So for instance, we just cut up an old pair of pants that were faded and ripped. So instead of getting rid of them or sending them to a landfill, we cut them up, and we are planning on making more masks out of them. So these reusable cloth masks are great. There's many patterns online. They have a lot of full coverage, which is awesome, and they're reusable and washable, which is also totally awesome. And they're cool. This one has like snails and butterflies on it, which is pretty cool. And you can get them in a variety of fabrics or colors. This one also is reversible, so it has like a floral leaf pattern on the other side. My brother-in-law recently sent us some masks that a friend of his from work made us some Nashville Sounds masks, so my husband's been using those. Only cost him $5 each. So if you have a local sewist in your area, if you want to go on Etsy, if you have a mother, grandmother, father, brother who sews, they might be able to make you one. My husband sends a lot to his family, so he'll make a couple of batches. Reusable cloth masks, I highly recommend for an easy zero waste swap. I wash mine after every use. I have about 4 or 5 that I rotate every week, and so once I'm through those, I wash them. You can wash them in the washing machine with a load of laundry. Try to get all cotton material if possible so that you're avoiding microplastics in your washer. It's an easy zero waste swap to avoid using disposable masks and other disposable PPE. So please let me know in the comments if you use any of these swaps, or if you have other similar swaps. Do you use something else as a dish sponge? Do you have a line on some kind of non-disposable mask? Do you use your jars for something I didn't mention? And let me know if you'd like to see more videos with easy, affordable, zero waste swaps in the future. Thanks. Bye.